Hey warriors, Allison here, author, certified yoga instructor, and creative warrior, and today I have got some tips on how you can not only complete National Novel Writing Month, but confidently crush it. So it is almost November, and that means it is almost time for National Novel Writing Month, that magical time of the year where millions of writers try to complete 50,000 words in 1 month. Millions? Sure. And if you are shooting to complete or win at National Novel Writing Month this year and trying to complete 50,000 words in 30 days, I have got some tips that can help make that possible. I have completed National Novel Writing Month a couple of times, 2, maybe 3, I think. So I know that it can feel overwhelming, but it can also feel really, really good when you complete it. So here are some tips that can help if you start feeling a little overwhelmed, or that can just help you feel more confident that you can crush your 50,000 word writing goal. So my first tip is don't be afraid of the shitty first draft. Pardon my language, you can thank Anne Lamott for that, who coined the phrase, the shitty first draft. And yes, I'm going to keep saying it, but it'll be the only swear in this. Probably. Basically, what you complete during the month of November will be a shitty first draft. You're not gonna have time to go back and clean stuff up or edit, make things sound pretty. So get comfortable with just throwing things down on paper, your computer, a screen, whatever you're working on, and moving on. The goal here is to write 50,000 words. Those 50,000 words don't have to be perfect, but the goal of this is not to complete perfection, it's just to get something done. So get really, really comfortable with the shitty first draft. Perfectionists, I'm talking to you. So tip number 2 to crush National Novel Writing Month is don't feel confined by the daily word goals. So National Novel Writing Month sets out a daily word count of what you need to complete in order to hit 50,000 words in a month. That word count is around 1,200-ish words. But if you don't think you can do that every day, that's okay. Don't decide that you're gonna give up. Just tweak the word goals to fit your life. What I mean by that is if you can only complete about 500 words during the week every day, that's fine. Just do the math. I'm not going to do it now. And figure out how many words you then have to complete over the weekend when you might have more time. If you know you have one day in the middle of the week that is completely free and no other days, make it work for you. Figure out a word goal, a daily word goal that's going to work for you, and don't feel confined by the restraints that are set out ahead of time. Those are just there as a guideline. More like guidelines than actual rules anyway. Yeah. My next tip, tip number 3, is to write every day. Yes, I know what I just said. I said, don't feel like you have to hit those word goals every day, but you should still try and write every day, even if it's just a little bit. Even if all you can do is about 100 words in the morning before you start work or the kids get up, even if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you start skipping days and skip too many days, you are going to get behind and you are going to start to feel overwhelmed, and it's going to get really hard to catch up. If you have a plan for how many words that you want to write in a day, and you know that that's eventually going to get you to your goal, great. But please try to write at least a little something every single day. My next tip is to get creative. You're probably writing a novel because you're probably creative, right? So make that work to your advantage. If a novel is not your end goal, don't feel pressured to participate just because. Use the deadlines, use the camaraderie, use the excitement around November to your advantage. Maybe you want to try to edit one chapter every week. That's not very many chapters. One chapter every day. Maybe by the end of the month you want to have your novel completely edited from beginning to end. Maybe you're writing short stories and you want to write a certain number of short stories throughout the month. The point is, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz for writers during November because of National Novel Writing Month. If you don't need to write a novel, if you're not working on a novel, don't feel the pressure to do it just to participate, but use that excitement, use that camaraderie with the other participants to hit your writing goals. And my last tip to help you crush National Novel Writing Month is to stay active. So you're gonna be busy, you're gonna be at your computer a lot, you're gonna be writing a lot, but it's also not great for your body to just sit still and sit in a chair, sit at a desk all day long. So make sure you're getting up, you're moving, you're getting active, you're getting outside. If you need some ideas on what you can do to stay active, I have a ton of yoga for writers flows on this channel. And there are different flows to help with different things to get your creative energy flowing, flows for focus, which you might need a little help with when it gets to about mid-month, and lots of other flows to help writers feel more creative. So check those out if you need ways to stay active, but work some sort of activity into your writing routine or just into your day. Get out and go for a walk, take the dog for a walk, take the kids to the park. Don't end up in a little hole during the month. That's gonna probably drive you crazy eventually and might make the end of the month really hard. So those are some tips for you that will hopefully help you not only complete National Novel Writing Month, but crush it. I hope you found those helpful. Let me know your favorite tip below in the comments, or if you have any other tips that you've used in the past that you found helpful, please share them with myself and the Creative Warrior community. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like, and if you like this content, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell so you get notified when I've got new content. I'm gonna be putting out a ton of NaNoWRIMO content throughout the month. So make sure to subscribe and get notified whenever I put that out. Thank you so much for being here, warriors. Now go fight for your creativity.